Good afternoon. Today is the 19th of February. The weather is glorious and I want to talk about something really exciting today. Car warranties. So just to be clear about one or two things before we get going in earnest. I'm not going to talk about second-hand car warranties, with one exception I'll get on to later. That's a whole another thing to talk about that I haven't really got time to do today. So I'm only going to talk about new car warranties. Secondly, I'm not going to talk about warranties that don't exist anymore. So, for example, when Chevrolet still sold, mass market cars in this country, they had a 5-year warranty with 5 years breakdown cover and 5 years servicing, all as standard, which was brilliant. But Chevrolet don't sell new cars in this country anymore, so I'm not going to talk about that or any other warranty which package doesn't exist. We're only going to talk about warranties that you can get right now. So the industry standard for many years on new car warranties has been 3 years and 60,000 miles. Back in the day, this is 30 years ago or something, it was perhaps more common to have 1 year, but these days the sort of minimum is 3 years and 60,000 miles, whichever the car reaches first. Sometimes it's 3 years unlimited mileage. Now, all sorts of manufacturers offer this, right the way through from brands like Ford and Vauxhall, all the way up to people like Audi, Mercedes, BMW, even brands traditionally known for very good quality, such as Mazda and Honda. They only have very basic warranties that last for 3 years. So the exceptional warranties that are out there, they're ones that last for more than 3 years from brand new. And there are some that do 4 years, that's notably Renault, which is 4 years and 100,000 miles. More common though is 5 years, and there's actually a number of companies that offer a 5-year warranty. The first one would be Jeep, which is quite a new thing. No, it's basically a glorified Fiat in many ways, a Jeep, particularly ones sold in this country. They're often made in the same factories as Jeeps, but they have a 75,000 mile warranty over 5 years, and they also get 3 years servicing and 5 years breakdown assistance. Toyota for many years has offered a 5-year warranty with 100,000 mile cover. Mitsubishi offer a 5-year and 62,500 mile cover. Subaru, let's just check my information here, it's 100,000 miles and 3 years breakdown over 5 years, whichever's first. And Hyundai, now this is one of the most famous ones of all. This is 5 years, unlimited mileage, 5 years vehicle health checks, and 5 years breakdown cover. They call it triple care, and it's easy to see why one of the most popular warranties of all has been the Hyundai one for many, many years. Now we get on to what are the sort of class leaders in this respect. And for many, many years, Kia were the people who had the best warranty of all, which is a 7-year, 100,000 mile warranty. This started in 2006 with the Kia Ceed and was extended to all their cars in 2010. And for many years they were on their own in this respect. But recently, SsangYong have introduced their cover from 5 years unlimited mileage to 7 years and 150,000 miles, which is astonishing. That's probably the best one of all now. MG also on the MG3 and the MG ZS, it's a 7-year 80,000 mile warranty. And on the MG GS, which is their oldest model, that is a 5-year and 80,000 mile warranty. What's important to say as well about warranties is that they don't necessarily cover everything for the full 7 years or whatever it is. There's certain things which aren't covered after a certain time. So, for example, I know on a SsangYong, the clutch and clutch disc is not covered after the first year because that could be done to poor driving. Batteries are generally covered for 3 years. Sometimes paintwork's only 3 years. Corrosion's generally about 12 years. But it's important to check the exclusions of the warranty before you buy a car for that particular reason, because not all the components are covered for the full term, but advertised as the sort of headline thing. So let's sort of address this question though, of whether or not you should buy a car with a long warranty. Well, think about it this way. My wife's MG3, it's approaching 5 years old, and we've had a couple of issues with it, which would have been solved under warranty had we bought a newer model. It only had a 3-year warranty at the time. They've got a 7-year warranty now, and it would have been a lot less aggravation having these, fairly minor things, but they're still annoying, and having to pay for them is not great. That would have been, covered if we got a newer one. But it's really up to you. I mean, whether or not you were going to keep the car that long. I mean, most people, when they buy a brand new car, they take it on a finance package like a PCP or a hire purchase agreement or perhaps a lease, and those don't necessarily last more than 3 years. Maximum would be, say, 5, and so it's not necessarily that much of a problem if you're having a standard 3-year finance package. But if you're going to keep the car longer or you're buying the car second hand, then that's something to consider. One very quick thing I'll say is that if you buy a Kia and the Kia is in the Kia dealer network when it's sold on, and is less than 18 months old, the warranty is then topped back up to 7 years when it gets sold on. So you could have a car that would theoretically have a warranty up to 8.5 years long, which is interesting. So I hope you found that video useful. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you like this one. Don't forget to leave a comment and like the video. Please visit my website. It's www.lloydvehicleconsulting.co.uk. My Facebook page is facebook.com/Lloyd Vehicle Consulting. And if you wish for me to source a car for you, it doesn't have to be one with a warranty, or it can be one with a very long warranty. That's up to you. Then please do get in touch for my website. I'd love to do that. And thank you very much indeed for watching.